Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Bookalicious, where we discuss all things books. I am so excited for this video. I've been wanting to make this video for so long. It is a zero spice romance book recommendations video, and this is not to judge anyone who enjoys reading spice at all, because I would never judge anyone for anything that they read. Some of my favorite romance books of all time have a good amount of spice in them, so sometimes I'm in a spicy mood, sometimes I'm not. And this video is for, readers who don't like any spice, and then readers who maybe do like spice but want to take a break from that. And there are so many amazing books out there, so many amazing romance books that do not have explicit, spicy, detailed content. And so I want to put a highlight on those books. And I'm not just going to be recommending random books without spice. All the books that I'm going to be recommending are books that are absolutely amazing and books that I really, really love. And so I'm so excited to share these book recommendations with you guys. So let's get right into it. The first book we will be discussing is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I love this book. It is 6 out of 5 stars for me because it is beyond perfect. It is everything. I love this book. I reread certain chapters when I just need to feel some butterflies. It is a perfect rom-com, and it's YA 14 and up, so no spice, only kissing. And it basically follows our main character named Liz Buxbaum, who is obsessed with romance and rom-coms because her mother, who died when she was quite young, watching rom-coms was kind of their thing. And so she still tries to carry that on and live in a very rom-com aesthetic type of way. And she actually used to have a big crush on this guy named Michael who lived in her neighborhood, and now he's moving back to town, and she really wants to go to prom with him. She wants to be his girlfriend. And so she thinks, who better to help me win Michael over than Wes Bennett, since Wes and Michael are pretty good friends. And she's known Wes for years. He's always kind of been irritating her, teasing her ever since they were kids, and they do not get along that well. They're not enemies because they don't hate each other, they just get annoyed by each other. And so that's kind of their relationship at the start of the book. And Wes begrudgingly agrees to help her win Michael over. And then you just kind of start to see feelings develop between them, and their banter is just amazing. The way that they joke around with each other is just so wholesome. And this book has the matchmaker trope. I do not know if that is the correct term, but it's basically when one character gets another character to try and help set them up with someone else. I am a sucker for this trope. It is getting so popular. I believe it's the trope that is being used in Bridgerton season 3 with Colin and Penn. And I just love anything with this trope where someone tries to set someone else up with someone different and then they fall in love. It's just a perfect trope. I love it. And this book is just the absolute cutest. It's so funny. It's like you're watching Y2K rom-com, and it's got so many tropes that all blend together really well. Just the perfect rom-com, and I could not recommend it enough. I will always have so much love for this book and for Liz and Wes. The next book that we will be discussing is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. You definitely have probably heard of this. It is a movie now on Netflix that you can watch. It's been on Netflix for like 6 years probably, and I love the movie so much. Like, perfect adaptation, and I love the book. I gave the book 5 out of 5 stars, and it's basically about this girl named Laura Jean Covey, and she is such a romantic, a hopeless romantic, and she basically has had a bunch of major crushes throughout her life. And so every time she gets a crush, she writes a really long, detailed letter to them, and then she just tucks it away. She doesn't want anyone to see it, and she just keeps it just because. And one day her letters end up getting mailed out, and she eventually has to enter into a fake relationship with this super popular guy who got a letter named Peter Kavinsky, and they're faking their relationship. That way her best friend Josh, who is currently dating her sister, doesn't find out that she has feelings for him. So it's very complicated, but that's why they enter into a fake relationship. And this book is just so adorable, so perfect. YA, nothing but kisses, no spice, nothing like that, but so romantic. It'll give you butterflies. Laura Jean Covey is just such a sweet and just adorable, relatable character. I found myself relating to her so much. And I just really enjoyed the writing of this book. The relationship didn't feel too rushed. It felt very well developed. It felt realistic as well, even if it's a fake relationship, because let's be honest, who fake dates in real life? Like, do you know anyone who has fake dated in real life? No. But still, the book does feel realistic and it feels relatable and it feels like a love letter to just young girls who are hopeless romantics. And the entire series is no spice and it's so romantic. I love Laura Jean, I love Peter Kavinsky, I love them together, and I definitely recommend this one. Lynn Painter makes the list yet again. We're going to be talking about Betting on You. This is her latest YA release, I believe. And this basically follows two characters named Bailey and Charlie. They both work at this hotel water park job, and Charlie doesn't think that girls and guys can just stay friends. And him and Bailey both have two really close friends who are kind of being super flirty with each other at the job. And so they make a bet to see if their friends will end up together before the summer is over. And meanwhile, Bailey and Charlie are starting to hang out a lot, starting to getting to know each other, and they actually start fake dating as well, which I found really interesting because I didn't know that going into the book that they would be fake dating. So that was a really fun surprise. And you're basically just seeing them get closer, build an emotional bond, and they're kind of, starting off as friends and then progressing into something more. And I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4.75 out of 5. It didn't surpass Better Than the Movies, but it was still just an amazing rom-com, super adorable. I really enjoyed both characters. Charlie was a little bit annoying at times, but then you kind of get to see why he is the way he is, and you definitely get to learn to like his character more as the book goes on. But I loved Bailey. I thought Bailey was amazing. But yeah, this book was just a really fun time. No spice, 14 and up again, just kissing, and it's a really fun book. So I definitely recommend this one as well. The next book we're going to be discussing is When in Rome by Sarah Adams, who is known for her very non-spicy books. She definitely is an author that usually, has a fade to black scene or has closed door romance. Closed door means you don't see anything explicit. You just know that the couple is about to have some special alone time. And When in Rome follows the story of Amelia and Noah. Amelia is a very popular singer and she's just really stressed out. So she ends up going to Rome, Kentucky to just have a little downtime, to have a break, and her car ends up breaking down in front of Noah's house, and so she has to kind of stay with him for a couple weeks, and you just kind of see them get closer, build an emotional connection. Noah was not even looking for a relationship because he got his heart broken, so that was really emotional and just very well written to see his POV. It's dual POV, and this book has the grumpy sunshine trope. He's very grumpy, she is super bubbly, but you definitely get to see a deeper side to her as well. And this was just a really cute book. You definitely feel the physical attraction between both characters without there needing to be explicit spice on page. Like, you know that they're attracted to each other. That's made clear without there being anything explicit, and the book has an amazing emotional bond. There's a second book in this little series called Practice Makes Perfect, which doesn't have spice either, but I did not want to put that in there because that book definitely feels more sexual than this book, so I left that one out. But Practice Makes Perfect does not have any spice either, but it's just a bit more naughty, shall we say. But When in Rome is a great book, and I definitely recommend. The last book that I will be recommending in this video, and if you guys want a part two, please let me know because I'm sure I can try and find some other books that don't have spice. But The Cheat Sheet is the last book for this video, written by Sarah Adams. And listen, I promise you that this is not meant to be like a fake dating recommendations video, but it seems like it is, because I feel like almost every single book I've mentioned has fake dating. Better Than the Movies, Betting on You, whatever one, To All the Boys, and now this one. But you know, fake dating's a great trope, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, The Cheat Sheet is a sports romance. It follows Bree and Nathan, who've been best friends for years. Bree has always had this crush on Nathan, a crush that she believes is unrequited on his side. And this book is dual POV, so you get to see how he's feeling about her. And she's a dancer, he's a very famous football player. And eventually, an opportunity comes up where they have to enter into a fake dating relationship for the public because something has happened and now they need to just kind of cover it up and enter into this fake relationship. And this book is just so wholesome. I gave it 4.75 out of 5 stars, and it's so funny. It feels like you're watching a rom-com. And typically I don't like the friends to lovers trope. I would much rather watch friends to lovers play out on screen, like Chandler and Monica from Friends, but that's a whole other conversation, you know. But anyways, I typically love to read the dislike to love and enemies to lovers in books because that just keeps me more interested. But this book made me realize that when friends to lovers is done correctly, when it is done right, it can be such an amazing trope. And I just really enjoyed this book so much. I know some people don't like that Bree and Nathan seem a little immature since they're both in their late 20s and they haven't confessed how they feel about each other, and they do act a little bit high school. They give off the so high school vibes. And, you know, I don't care that it's unrealistic or that they're not super mature. I don't read rom-coms to read about super realistic, mature adults. That's boring to me. So this book gave me, you know, it gave me humor, it gave me all the good feels, and I definitely recommend it. It's so fun. If you want a silly, fun, romantic time, then you definitely need to pick this book up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want a part 2. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see, whatever recommendations you would like me to share with you. I love you guys so much. Literally, I love you so much, and I cannot be more thankful to have reached over 100 subscribers. You have no idea how happy it makes me, and I'm just sending you guys all the love, all the positivity, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Happy reading.